Recognized for its clean and green environment, New Zealand is made up of beautiful landscapes from vast mountain chains to grand volcanoes, and from sweeping coasts and expensive beaches to deep fjords, lush rainforests, grassy plains, and rich thermal areas. New Zealand is one of the most gorgeous countries on earth, and even with its modest size, it packs a lot of history, culture, and attractions for us to experience. New Zealand is known for its stunning national parks, dynamic Maori culture, incredible hiking trails, and world-class skiing and surfing. A small island nation from a home to around 4.5 million people located in the Pacific Ocean, New Zealand is famous for its national rugby team, its indigenous Maori culture, and its picturesque landscape. If you are an international student considering studying abroad, New Zealand may be a long way home. And here's a look to the best places to visit in New Zealand. Number 1. Auckland. Auckland is New Zealand's most popular city and is a multicultural hub of food, music, art and culture. Also known as Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland sprawls over volcanic hills and around twin harbours, offering an exhilarating mix of natural wonders and urban adventures. It is a city of wonderful contrasts. It's a place to admire the most beautiful harborside vistas, some epic volcanic cones and loads of parks, gardens and greenery allow us to introduce you to some of the finest attractions to come out of this stunningly diverse New Zealand destination. Positioned on a peninsula between the Waitemata and Manukau Harbour, Auckland is lucky to be home to wonderful waters with unbeatable landscapes and unique wildlife that frequently make it to the big screen. These picture-perfect waters are also why it is known as the world's best city for yacht lovers. Auckland is an awesome place to live and one of the best waterfront cities in the world. There are a lot of cars on the roads of Auckland and house prices are pretty high. This is not to take anything away from it, though it's definitely one of the best places to live in New Zealand. Number 2. Wellington. Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, sits near the North Island's southernmost point on the Cook Strait. A compact city, it encompasses a waterfront promenade, sandy beaches, a working harbour and a colourful timber houses on surrounding hills. From Lantern Quay, the iconic red Wellington cable car heads to the Wellington Botanic Gardens. Strong winds through the Cook Strait give it the nickname Windy Wellington. Known as the culinary capital of New Zealand, it is famous for its tucked-away bars, quickie cafes, award-winning restaurants and great coffees. Head to the Courtney Place of Cuba Street to get amongst the good stuff. Probably the greatest thing about this capital of cool is the ability to easily escape it. Wellington is an outdoor enthusiast paradise with endless hiking trails, beaches and access to South Island, and has so much to offer outdoors. A quick ride up the Wellington cable car is an easy example of this. The Wellington region offers a mild temperate marine climate with plenty of wind. It is however known for its southerly winds in winter which make the temperature feel much more colder. Tauranga. Tauranga is a harbourside city in the Bay of Plenty region on New Zealand's North Island. It hosts the historic buildings like the Elms Mission Station on 1847 Georgian-style home. A bridge over the harbour connects Tauranga to Mount Mongwe, a beach town with hot salt water pools, an extinct namesake volcano with winding walking paths. Offshore is the active volcano White Island, accessible by helicopter or boat. Tauranga is the most popular city in the Bay of Plenty region in the North Island of New Zealand. The sunny Pacific coast of the aptly named Bay of Plenty offers some of the New Zealand's finest beaches for swimming, surfing and other water sports. Mount Mongwe is among the best known beaches in the country. Tauranga is a stunning waterfront city located on the east coast of the North Island with stunning beaches, a great nightlife and close proximity to the other places. Tauranga is one of the best places to live in New Zealand. Number 4. Napier. Napier, a coastal city on New Zealand's North Island, is set amid the re-owned wine-producing region of Hawke's Bay. Rebuilt after a 1931 earthquake, the city is known for Art Deco landmarks like the zigzag pattern Daily Telegraph building, along the three-line waterfront promenade like Marine Parade called Pania of the Reef. The cost of living in Napier is much lower than the other biggest cities, Queenstown making it an attractive proposition, but there are still enough businesses located in around the city to make it a good place to find work. 5. Queenstown. Queenstown, New Zealand sits on the shores of the South Island's Lake Wakatipu, set against the dramatic Southern Alps. Renowned for its adventure sports, it's also a base for exploring the region's vineyards and historic mining towns. There's bungee jumping of Wakarau George Suspension Bridge and jet boating on the Shotover and Dart rivers. In winters, there's skiing on the slopes of the Remarkables and Coronet Park. Renowned as New Zealand's adventure capital, Queenstown attracts more than 3 million visitors a year, who come for everything from world-class skiing and snowboarding to unique hills in the water, the air, and on land, or the relaxed pace of the Vine Trail in Gippsland. Queenstown is famous for its natural beauty, iconic scenic views, and the opportunity for a uniquely outdoor lifestyle makes Queenstown one of the most appealing places to live in and work in New Zealand. This vibrant town offers exciting career opportunities, excellent living conditions, and world-class entertainment. Number 6. Christchurch. Christchurch, known for its English heritage, is located on the east coast of New Zealand's South Island. Flat-bottom ponds glide on the Avon River, which meanders through the city centres on its banks. Are cycling paths, the green expanse of Hagley Park and Christchurch Botanic Gardens. The name Christchurch was decided prior to the ship's arrival at the association's first meeting on 27th March 1948. The exact basis for the name is not known. It has been suggested that it is named for Christchurch. Number 7. Dunedin. Dunedin is a city in New Zealand at the head of Otago Harbour on the South Island's southeast coast. It's known for the Scottish and Maori heritage, Victorian and Edwardian architecture, and a large student population. Hiking and cycling trails crisscross the dramatic landscape of the adjoining Otago Peninsula, home to the colonies of albatross sea lions and rare yellow-eyed pigeons. Dunedin and its surrounds is home to some interestingly locals, including the world's rarest pigeons, the yellow-eyed pigeons, the world's rarest sea lion, the New Zealand sea lion, New Zealand for seals, and little blue pigeons. Dunedin's Baldwin Street is the steepest street in the world. Nowadays, Dunedin has quickly become one of the quickest fun and upcoming spots in New Zealand, and it's definitely worth checking out on any adventure on the South Island. There's so much to see and do here, and it really has a local Kiwi vibe that is often lost in the most touristic locals these days.